Welcome back to PMI. Today we have the iPhone 16 Pro Max. If you're thinking of getting one, let us know in the comments below, and if you already have it, congratulations. In the beginning I was surprised that there wasn't that many people until I went downstairs and they had that long line. So last year they were just a little bit, maybe not as organized. This time they're a little bit more lined up. Let us know your Apple experience. Is it pretty organized where you live? We got in there, I guess. It was about, I'd say, a 30-minute delay. I was supposed to pick it up around 11:30. We didn't get it until around 12. Going inside the store just to check out the other colors. Now it comes in 4 of them. You got white, natural, black is the one that I have. I always like it looking stealthy. And the kind of brownish, goldish colored desert. It still has your brushed titanium surround. You got your accessories such as cases, the silicone, and the clear case. No more woven cases though. Now the blue one actually looks pretty good. Maybe I should have gotten this one. Then of course the clear cases. Also they even have cases by Beats, which is kind of interesting because usually you see that or hear that as like audio, but then they have cases now. And here's a look at the box. You got the black color. That's one way you could tell which color you have. It looks similar to the 15 Pro Max. Only difference is the screen display. If you put them side to side together, you can't really tell a difference except for that screen. Height of the box is the same and pretty much the thickness is the same. Here's a look in the back. Another way to tell, it's a black titanium 256 gig. So this is the base model for the space. It starts at 256, 512, and goes all the way 1 terabyte. I might have to upgrade to 500. Let us know if you guys are finishing up 256. So let's open it. You have that nice black titanium look. I always liked this color. Lift this up. Look at that. Nice brushed look on the side. Got that titanium. In the front with that paper cover, now you have that camera control imager compared to last year's. Inside you got the braided cable. Now this is still the same length as the old one. It's just that its shape or it's just formed differently, like a pill shape, kind of like the camera control button. This one was last year's. You have your manual or instruction also in a pill shape or a camera control shape. Now here in the US, it doesn't come with a SIM ejector pin because we don't have SIMs. And that's it. There's no more stickers like this one compared to last year's. Let's take off the cover. You got that new ceramic shield. It's supposed to be 50% strong compared to last year. So that's a plus. Now from the start, I've kind of noticed it already. From the edge here, it's a little bit more curved because it's supposed to have a smaller bezel. So compared to this one, the 15 Pro Max, this was last year. I mean, ignore the screen protector. You see, it's just a little bit more curved. This one's a little bit more flat compared to this one. It's really kind of hard to see it on the camera here. Here's the top. You got the brushed titanium. Going on the side, you got your action button, your volume rockers. Going here all the way down to the speaker, and you have your USB-C port. And on the other side, you got the on and off switch and the new camera control. And this is actually a physical button. You hear that? It clicks. And with a 6.9 inches screen, this is supposed to be bigger than the 15. Let's see. Put it side by side. Yeah, it's a little bit taller. Here's a view from top to bottom. Yeah. And I've also noticed it's a little bit darker. So you can see here, this one's a little bit more yellow. So the finishing is slightly different. Here's a look on the other side. This one's a little bit more like darker gray or bluish compared to this one. This one's a little bit more gray. Here's the back side. This one's kind of hard to tell the difference. So let me go ahead and turn this on and set it up first. You got your 3 huge cameras. The biggest difference here is the 48 megapixel wide. That's definitely going to be put to use. From 12 megapixel to 48, that should make a difference. With that A18 Pro, I'm pretty excited to play some gaming in here. Also, it's supposed to be a little bit cooler compared to last year's. This one gets fairly hot when I play, so we'll check this one out if it gets a little bit cooler. With your 16-core neural engine, 6-core GPU, and 6-core CPU. With the battery video playback up to 33 hours, gonna really need that for gaming. Just to let you know, that's pretty warm. Not sure if they actually improved it on that, but this phone it's pretty warm. Alright, now that we got the phone set up, I did change the wallpaper just to give it a new look since it's a new phone. Let's go ahead and try on that camera control. So there's a button here. It's a little bit glossy compared to the on and off switch. You just click it to turn on, kind of like the action button. Alright, let's try it again. So let's go ahead and press a button. It turns it on. The second tap would be taking a photo, and let's just take a video. Let's say you press it, it starts recording it, and then you click it again, it turns off. But then now when you click and hold, you kind of zoom in by just scrolling left to right. So it can get a little bit tricky because you have to press a little bit down, but if you press all the way, it's gonna record it or it's gonna stop you recording. So let's just say let's record it, And then let's go ahead and zoom in. Just press a little bit slightly, not too much pressure, because if you press enough pressure, it's gonna stop. And double tapping it will give you that other feature where you can zoom in. When it's a camera, you can do zoom, the depth of field, the exposure. Let's pick this one. Just go ahead and click it. You might brighter and darker based on the exposure you want. Just light tap. Oh, too much. So it can get a little bit tricky. So you gotta get used to it first. Now you can technically also use this screen if you want. So do you think this is something you necessarily need? I mean, for video creator for sure if you make content, but for just a casual, is this necessary? Let us know. Also, when you have it vertical, it might get a little bit even more tricky because you're gonna use your thumb on this side. So you're gonna zoom in this way and let's just click it again. Also, I've noticed that my thumb's a little bit on the wide side. Click. Come on, switch. Yeah, so it's gonna get some time to get used to. Since I was playing around a little bit, I find it a little bit better when I'm actually clicking it fast. So let's go with zoom. Let's go click that. Let's go zoom in and out. And let's say I want to change the exposure. Just double click it a little bit faster. And then you can switch to exposure, make it darker or make it brighter. And then double click fast. And then you switch it. Now, another thing that I like about this, yes, that spatial audio. This is really good for video creators, meaning that you can change it where the voice is coming from, different sound, or if you want to get closer, you want it cinematic. So as I was recording that, let's just say you want to change it. Go to audio mix and go ahead and play it. From different sound, or if you want to get closer, you want it cinematic. You can kind of move it around. So that's something video creators could really benefit from. This is just a testing for the spatial audio here in the backyard, here in Maui, Hawaii. So this is just a testing for the spatial audio here in the backyard, here in Maui, Hawaii. So if you wanted to focus just here, you can change it to where you could hear the background maybe, and just in your focus more on the subject. So this is just a testing. Test. Hey, if you can hear me changing. It's beautiful here. It's warm. I believe it's around 85 degrees. Nice beautiful weather outside. Now, not only this is 6.9 inches screen, but the bezel is supposed to be smaller, so you won't really be able to tell unless you actually put it next to the 15 Pro Max. So as you can see, it's just a little bit, it's a little bit thinner. Here's a view from the bottom. It's a little bit hard to tell, but if you just put it next to each other, you can kind of see that this one is a little bit skinnier. So the phone weighs 228 grams. 15 Pro Max, 226 grams. And of course, with that MagSafe feature, you could put in your pop socket like a grip, still work, or maybe like a wallet, that pops. Or like a strap grip. And of course, wireless charge. Now this is the old puck. You can get an updated one because this phone can handle the G2 wireless up to 25 watts when you're charging, but you just need a power brick that's at least 30 watts and up. Now I am about to take a Hawaii trip, so it's kind of perfect timing. We got a new phone, so we could try like the video and the audio. So let's see how that goes. 240 FPS on slow-mo, so it captures more detail. We are at Wailea Beach in Maui, Hawaii. Then the 120 FPS, same area, similar spot, and this is without any filter. All of them don't have any filter. I just wanted to show you the action mode. This is me running full speed with my shaky hands, and as you can see, the video is still pretty smooth. That's amazing. So that's the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the black titanium. Let us know if this is something you're thinking of buying and which color you're getting out of the four. Are you going for the Pro or the Pro Max? Let us know if you have any questions. Subscribe and stay positive.